Normal is not only boring, it's absolutely dangerous. I don't know what it is. Help me understand. The moment we see somebody who's different, most people tend to put them down. The moment somebody does something in a way that's not the way it's done, people start to criticize, judge, ridicule, and it baffles me on all levels. The protectors of the status quo, which seem to be the majority, is that when somebody does something different, we all seem to jump up on them and say, "Oh, that's not the way it's done. This is the way it should be." We feel threatened, maybe. I'm not sure. I want to invite you to consider when this happens in your day-to-day life, when you come across something that's different, and you begin to feel, oh, this person is behaving or saying things that you believe are not normal. Examine. What does that mean? And why or where is this response coming from inside of you? Really, be aware of it. In a non-judging way, just confront what's really happening when we're faced with people that are unique, that are trailblazing some different way of doing things that maybe we don't even comprehend or maybe we disagree with. And yet we feel compelled to suddenly attack people who are different. I mention this particularly because normal is dangerous, and yet everyone, for the most part, is adamant that we should all be normal, when that's the thing we should least have in our society. We need more unique, we need more differentiated world, where we have variety and diversity at its peak. That's what we need. We need more people that are different, because guess what? Being normal is not working. It's not working. It's normal for people to be sick in our society. It's now normal for people to be depressed, for people to be unhappy with their job, to be bored. Most of the kids that I talk to in school are bored. That's normal. If you come across a kid that's actually interested, that's weird. That's rare. That's strange. If you come across somebody who's absolutely happy about their job and love what they do, they're, almost jumping out of bed, that's abnormal. You see what I mean? The good stuff is rare, and we need more rare things in our life. We need that rarity to be abundant. We need that to be the norm. We need to turn it all upside down. That's what we need. And so, where does it start? Start to examine. When you start to attack people who are different than what you think they should be, when they defy your expectations, begin to examine what's going on there. What's going behind the scenes. Don't fabricate a response. Don't go into the story. But go behind that. Enter your body. Feel what's going on inside your tissues when you're confronted with that. And watch that judgment, the words, the thoughts running through your mind. But see behind that as well, the energetic shifts. Try to draw your awareness to the totality of the experience, not just your thoughts, which are simply on the surface of what's really going on. That's where we'll really find answers. We need to do this deep work on a personal level if we're really going to create the space to allow ourselves to grow into our own unique beings, and not just adopting this norm of conformity that we all seem to slip into, where we just do what's expected of us, where we just believe that rocking the boat is almost the worst thing that we could possibly do. What we need is people to rock the boat, because this boat is like the Titanic and it's heading straight for the iceberg. The signs are all around us. We've got too many problems. The status quo is no longer acceptable. So let's start to examine why we all tend to assume that role of being guardians of the status quo when That's not what we need. We need to let go. Let go of a lot of the ideas that we're clinging to. Start to accept that things are not working, and we need to encourage diversity in ourselves and thereby allow it in the world surrounding us. So, I return to where I began. Normal is not only boring, it's dangerous. Let's do the real work. Let's create a space for real healing. Let's start with ourselves. So my invitation to you is, watch your mind. Just observe when the judgments start kicking in, when you start to attack others for being different, and also attacking yourself. Aspects of your own psyche and emotions that begin to express ideas that, that status quo, the protector of the status quo in our own heads starts to attack other aspects of our own self. Watch that going on, that internal battle, and try to examine. Let it reveal itself. It will reveal itself, like where it's coming from, if you allow it. If you allowed yourself to create that space. So all the best, truly, truly all the best, because in your efforts lies the hope for us all.